is what's going on, guys? Happy Thursday. Welcome to your lifting buddy. I am going to be here every day, Monday through Saturday, to keep myself accountable and keep you accountable to getting your lifts in every single day. Getting the lift in a little bit later today than planned, so we're going to condense it a tiny bit. We're going to do 2 sets instead of 3 sets for each exercise, but that is a-okay because we're going to push to the max for each of those sets. Dorian Yates, Mike Mentzer, some former Mr. Olympias. I don't know if Mike Mentzer won Olympia. I don't think so, but the dude was absolutely yoked. They said you only need to do 2 sets tops of each thing, so we're still going to get jacked today. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump into the warm-up. Go ahead and rep out some high knees to get the body loose, get warmed up. Get the blood flowing, the heart rate going, and get ready for this lift. I am in the start, about halfway through the first week of my 2-week little mini cut that I'm trying to do. Trying to go from start of the week at 169.4 pounds, trying to get down to 165, under 165 in 2 weeks. I was carrying a little bit of extra water weight at the start though, so I'm shooting for 2 pounds a week here. Don't want to push too hard, don't want to sacrifice any muscle to try to lean out, but shooting for 2 pounds over the next 2 weeks. 1,000 calorie deficit a day. Actually doing like an 1,100 calorie deficit a day because I want to have a little bit extra room for Easter dinner this coming weekend. All right, backward arm circles. Band pull aparts. Underhand for a few. All right. Incline push-ups. Just to get the chest loose and warmed up. All right, stretch out anything else that you need to. My legs are feeling pretty sore today from yesterday's pickleball session. So stretch those out a little bit. Get the lower back stretched out. All right, get set up for our first exercise. Dumbbell and incline press. Gonna bring the hat forward so we can get locked in and ready to go. All right, I'm gonna do, well, we're shooting for 3 sets of 8. I'm capped out on my dumbbells though, so I'm doing some extra reps. I'm doing 55-pound dumbbells for reference. Use whatever weight is comfortable for you. 3 sets of 8 bonus reps if you're capped out on your weight. Dropping bars today. All right. Set number 1. Feeling good on set numero 1. Don't forget to log your weights for each exercise that we do. Gotta log that weight. And in fact, I created a nifty little item so that you can conveniently track all of your weights right on your phone. To download it, just go to the link in the description below, or if you're watching on your computer or laptop, scan that QR code in the bottom right corner of the video. That is going to take you to the page where you can access and download the lifting log so that you can track all of your weights right on your phone. Super easy and ensures that you are getting stronger every single week. Alright, now let's get a little random question generator in to spice things up. Hot take: Paris is a great day trip, not a week-long vacation. I've never been to Paris, so I cannot answer that question. Let me know if you have. Next. Rest days are harder than workouts. Discipline is doing nothing. I disagree. I mean, I feel like anybody who says that is just lying straight to your face. I may be like some super hardcore gym bro who's like, I just can't rest. I can never stop. But I think they're a liar. I think the hard part is showing up every single day when you don't feel like it. Because I mean, there's like, it's probably 50% of the time for me where I don't necessarily feel like lifting. Okay, in the mornings, if I'm able to get up in the morning and get my workout in, like I hope to each day, but it hasn't been happening as much as of late. Super busy with work right now, so hoping to get back onto the routine of having the morning lifts. But when I wake up in the morning and I'm able to lift in the morning, I'm pretty stoked for it. Yeah, that I am excited to lift in the morning. But when I get done with work, usually I don't get finished and back home until like later in the day. Those days are tougher. But like Arnold says, it doesn't matter how you feel. You just have to not leave yourself an option. You just have to say like, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna get my workout in, even if it has to be condensed, like it is for us today. At least for me, feel free to do the full lift if you've got time. But like even on days where it has to be a little bit condensed, you still just gotta get in it. You just gotta say it's not an option to just not do it. There are studies out there that show even if you only get 50% of your workout in, so say like today we're doing basically like 67% of the workouts, we're doing 2 out of 3 sets for everything. But even if we could only get half of it in, then it still gives you almost the same amount of muscle growth, strength gains as doing a full 100% on it. So no matter what, just get the workouts in every day. Even if it has to be a little bit condensed, that's okay. And I'm gonna be here to keep you accountable. Set number 2. Second set. Down. I'm gonna log my weights. Okay, third set coming up. And I guess I did fib a little bit. I said we're only gonna do 2 sets of everything, but now that I'm in it, I think I got time to squeeze in a third set. So I'm gonna knock out 3 sets of incline, and then I'm gonna do 2 sets of barbell flat bench. And that's what happens. Even on the days where you don't feel like it, you still, or you gotta do a condensed lift, you get in the gym, you just start lifting, and then it's like, all right, I just want to keep going. Especially if you're tracking your weights, you get the excitement of, ooh, I got 1 more rep. That said, I want to do another set. All right, gotta check the cellular real quick. All right. Next hot take. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, need to generate more. Let's do it this or that, actually. Star Wars or Star Trek? This is an easy one for me. Star Wars. Star Wars for sure. I don't think I've ever actually seen a single episode of the Star Trek TV show. Or TV shows. I think there's multiple of them. I've seen the movie. I think they have a couple movies, actually. I've seen the newer ones with, what's his name? Something Pine? Josh Pine, I think. Really good. I really enjoyed it. I think he might even be in a couple of them, but I've only seen the first one that he was in. But I really enjoyed it. Star Wars, definitely. I mean, Star Wars is like one of the greatest series of all time. I'm sure a lot of people say Star Trek is too. I know it's got a huge cult following. But I feel like Star Wars is kind of more of the general public is aware of it / has seen it. And I really enjoy Star Wars movies. The newer Star Wars movies, not as big a fan of. But maybe that's a hot take. Alright. What do we got next? Vinyl versus streaming. So I guess music. I'm not a big vinyl record guy. I don't have a record player. Just not something I've ever been super into. I might, someday, maybe I'll invest in one. I just think it's incredible to be able to stream literally any song that you want from these streaming platforms. So I'm gonna go streaming. Alright, get ready for this third and final set of incline. All right, exciting news. That was a new PR. I was going for 12 reps, felt easy. Went for an extra one, 13 for the bonus rep. First time getting 13 reps of 55. That is a PR, and PRs mean one thing, and one thing only. Yeah, buddy. Good old Ronnie Coleman, yeah, buddy. Let me know anytime you hit a new PR. Could be in reps, could be in weight. Whatever you're doing, if it's a new personal best, let me know so I can give you a little yeah, buddy shout out. All right, let's get set up for flat bench. Okay, let's see what weight I am doing for my first set. 180. Might be a little behind on this one, but that's okay. Yeah, that's alright. We're gonna pause the timer real quick while we get set up. Okay, 180. Forgot about 2.5. Alright. 3 sets of 8. Probably just gonna do 2 sets of 8 today. Alright, here we go. Set number 1. Alright, I'll take 7 reps. I will take 7 reps there. Alright, rest up for set number 2. Alright, 3 more minutes here. I think we might have an extra minute in that rest timer. I'm gonna bump that forward a little bit. Alright, another minute here. Okay, gonna bump this timer forward so we can jump into our next set. Set number 2, shooting for 8 reps. And I'm not gonna get there unless some miracle happens, but that's what we're going for. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, we're going to skip the load high cable flies today. We're going to head straight to shoulders next. So I'm going to get these weights put away. Jump over to shoulders. Alright, let's bounce forward to shoulders. All right, shoulders coming up next. We're doing 3 sets of 12 for lateral raises. You can do dumbbell, you can do cable, whatever you prefer. And I will be doing mine at a slight decline. Helps me target my shoulders a little bit more. I'll go ahead and get started now actually, because usually it takes me a little bit of extra time. 3 sets of 12, I'll be doing bonus reps. I'm in between weights on this one. All right. Last week, I got 15 reps there. This week, I got 16 reps. In a new PR, that means one thing, and one thing only. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, Ronnie Coleman. Any PRs you hit, let me know in the chat so I can give you a shout out. Alright, rest up those shoulders. Twenty more seconds rest. Let's get another this or that in there. Tacos or sushi? That's a tough one. If I had to pick one, I would go tacos because I feel like they're more versatile. I could put different types of protein in my tacos, and I could do that with sushi too, but it all kind of just ends up tasting the same to me, honestly, sushi. I'm way behind on my set here. It's because I got a lot of bonus reps. All right, 16 reps on set 2. 15 was my last personal best for set number 2. That means a PR, and that means, let's hear it, Ronnie. Yeah, buddy. All right, another minute rest. Yeah, tacos more versatile, for sure. You can go chicken on your tacos. You can go beef on your tacos. You can go fish on your tacos. You can go shrimp on your tacos. You could go breakfast taco. You could do eggs, some pork sausage, different varieties of salsa for tacos. The more I actually think about it, the more I would say like it's not even really close, honestly. And then the macros, you can get much better macros in tacos as well. Yeah, tacos for sure. All right, set number 3. All right, set number 3, 16 reps, 15 reps, 12 reps was my last max rep count on set number 3. That means a PR. Back to back to back. And we're going to celebrate that win with little Ronnie. Yeah, buddy. All right, what do we got next? Ancient rumor, we had that one yesterday. Squats or push-ups? Squats or push-ups? I'm gonna wait a second to give my answer so I can let you think about it for a second because I have an immediate response to this. So I want to give you a second. Alright, seconds up. Push-ups, no doubt in my mind. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hate squats. Absolutely hate them. My knees are popping when I'm squatting. It doesn't feel like a supernatural motion to me. Just feels uncomfortable. Leg day is my least favorite day. I feel like I'm probably not alone there. Most people would probably say that, but some people are like, no, I enjoy leg day, I like squats. Not me. Not me. I am not a fan, but I do them because guess what? Sometimes I gotta tell myself, sometimes, Grant, you just gotta do things you don't like because it's the right thing to do. And we got to keep the legs healthy, still got to keep the body healthy, and squats are good for you there. That's for sure. So I'd go push-ups all day, every day over squats. All right, 45. We're doing 3 sets of 8 for shoulder press. I'm going to do some bonus reps on this one as well. First set down. First set down. First set down, feeling good after that first set, 10 reps, I will take that. All right, next up, hot take number 2. Or I'm sorry, this or that. Let's get another this or that. Coffee or matcha? Coffee or matcha? My personal opinion. Hey, what's up, Sucker Puncha? Sorry I missed your comments at first. They weren't popping up on YouTube. What's going on, my man? Stoked to have you here on the stream. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let me know, are you a coffee guy or are you a matcha guy? Alright, coffee or matcha? I would take coffee, but I will say, I love matcha. I think it's like not as common at places where I'm at in the Midwest. So I just don't think about it as much, but I love matcha. I really do. But I'm a big coffee guy. Love drinking coffee. I mean, I got my coffee right here. I drink coffee before I lift. Basically every single lift. / while I lift. I don't do pre-workout anymore. I did pre-workout when I was in college. And I'll tell you what, look, my personal opinion, I pounded pre-workout before my lifts. And I did like the lowest milligrams of caffeine out there. It was the C4 Ripped, which I don't remember exactly how many milligrams of caffeine there were, but it was like way lower than all the other options. And I felt great for like 6 months, and then started getting like some heart palpitations, so I don't mess around with that stuff anymore. There's just too much crap in it that you don't really know what it is, so I prefer to just use coffee as my pre-workout. Gets the job done. A little caffeine boost. Just a little bit to get me going for the lift. Alright, set number 2 on dumbbell press. Ten reps set 2. Heck yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that. Alright, Sucker Puncha. Let me know where you're tuning in from, my friend. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be looking out for you every live stream now to make sure that you're getting your lift in every day with me. Let me know what your name is too. Would love to be able to give you a shout out each live stream. Alright, horror movies or rom-coms? Neither are my favorite kind of movie by any means. Neither are like with my top 3 genre of movies. Probably if we could even take the genres and make them like subgenres, they wouldn't even be in like my top 10. If I had to pick one, I would say rom-coms probably. I just feel like horror movies usually not super well done. Horror movies, I mean both horror movies and rom-coms typically are like lower budget movies, but horror movies I feel like oftentimes rely a lot on the shock and awe factor as opposed to being like actual good plot, good story. There's a couple out there that I do enjoy, but overall I'd say probably rom-coms because they can be fun feel-good movie. I like a nice fun feel-good movie. Alright, we got a minute and 20 before our last set of shoulder press. Let me know in the chat, are you a horror movie or rom-com kind of guy? Alright, next up, road trip or flight. Road trip all the way. I am a big fan of road trips. I love the journey. In addition, not a big fan of flying. I don't like the lack of control when flying. Something about just being like in a tin can, thousands of miles up in the sky, gets me a little on edge. It's necessary sometimes, depending on where you're looking to go. Like practically speaking, sometimes you can't drive across the entire country. Or obviously, if you're going overseas somewhere, we don't have flying cars yet, so gotta go by plane. But enjoyment factor, road trip, no doubt. I love the journey. I also like getting work done when I'm driving. Or not when I'm driving. Don't work while you're driving, unless you're taking calls. But when I'm sitting passenger, I can just get locked in and get so much work done. All right, 10 reps on the third set. I'm not positive, but that could just be, it is. It is, in fact, a new PR. Give it to me, Ronnie. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. That is where we are going to end the lift today. Slightly condensed on the lift, but we still put the work in, and that is all that matters. If you have not done so yet, download the lifting log linked in the description below. It is there for you for free so that you can keep track of all your weights that you're doing for each exercise conveniently on your phone. That is how you ensure you're getting stronger over time. You got to track your weight to make sure you're increasing your weight week over week. You can go to the description below. That'll take you to the link. Or you can scan the QR code right at the bottom right corner of the screen to go to that link as well. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. Pumped to have you here lifting with me today. I'm excited to see you tomorrow. Bring a friend tomorrow. Tell them what we're doing. Let's get stronger together. Peace.